Long before gyms, barbells, and fitness apps, strength was measured in ways that might surprise you. What if I told you that our ancestors had fitness tests that would crush even some of today's top athletes? Forget about your 1-rep max on the bench press or how fast you can run a 5,000 on a treadmill. We're diving deep into a world where fitness wasn't a choice. It was the key to survival. In this video, we'll explore how ancient civilizations judged what it meant to be strong and fit. From the grueling endurance marches of Roman legionaries to the legendary stone-lifting feats of medieval warriors, we'll uncover the raw, practical, and often brutal standards of the past. And we'll ask the big question: are we truly fitter now, or have we just changed the rules of the game? Let's find out. Picture this. You're a soldier in the Roman army. Your daily routine isn't about hitting the gym for leg day. It's about surviving. Roman legionaries were expected to complete what they called a eustom iter. This meant covering 20 Roman miles, which is about 18.4 of our modern miles, in just 5 hours. And they did this while carrying over 45 pounds of gear. That's their armor, their weapons, their shield, and their personal supplies. This wasn't a one-time test. It was their job. It was the ultimate measure of cardiovascular endurance and functional strength, ensuring that the Roman military machine could move across vast territories with speed and resilience. Now, let's rewind even further to ancient Greece, the birthplace of the Olympics. Here, fitness was a spectacle, a form of worship, and a preparation for war. Forget bicep curls. Their idea of a workout was wrestling, a sport that tested raw power, leverage, and grappling skill. There was the discus throw, a measure of explosive rotational strength. And then there was pankration, an ancient, no-holds-barred combat sport that combined boxing and wrestling. It was a brutal test of a man's total physical prowess, agility, and sheer toughness. Winning in the Olympics made you a hero, a living legend. Moving into medieval Europe, the concept of strength became even more primal. In places like Iceland and Scotland, a man's worth was often proven by his ability to lift a specific, massive stone. The famous Husafell stone in Iceland, weighing over 400 pounds, wasn't just a heavy rock. Lifting it and carrying it was a rite of passage, a definitive test of manhood that determined if you were strong enough to work on fishing boats or be considered a capable protector. This wasn't about aesthetics. It was about proving you had the brute strength needed for a harsh life. So, what exactly were these ancient tests measuring? It all boiled down to one thing: utility. Fitness was functional. It was judged by its direct application to survival and everyday tasks. Endurance was paramount. Could you march for days, hunt for long hours, or work the fields from sunrise to sunset? That was the real test of your cardiovascular health. Raw full-body strength was another pillar. It wasn't about isolating muscle groups. It was about whether you could lift a heavy stone, wield a sword and shield in battle, or carry a wounded comrade to safety. Think about it. A medieval knight's full plate armor could weigh over 50 pounds. Just moving, let alone fighting, and that was an incredible feat of strength and stamina. Beyond pure power, skill and agility were critical. An archer needed a strong back and steady hands, but also keen eyesight and coordination. A wrestler needed explosive power, but also balance, flexibility, and a brilliant tactical mind. Fitness was never one-dimensional. It was a holistic combination of strength, endurance, and skill. The most important difference from today is that aesthetics were almost completely irrelevant. No one was flexing in front of a mirror or worrying about their body fat percentage. A strong body was one that could perform the tasks necessary to keep you and your community alive. Your physique was simply the byproduct of a life of hard physical labor and constant readiness for conflict. A muscular build wasn't the goal. It was the evidence of a capable, useful human being. This brings us to the big comparison: ancient versus modern standards. How do they stack up? Ancient tests were all about function in an uncontrolled environment. Could you lift an awkwardly shaped 400-pound stone from the muddy ground? Could you fight effectively after marching 20 miles in the baking sun? These tests were unpredictable, raw, and directly tied to real-world challenges. Modern fitness, on the other hand, is all about controlled metrics. We live in a world of numbers. Your 1-rep max on a perfectly balanced barbell, your VO2 max measured in a lab, your body mass index calculated with a formula. We've sanitized and standardized strength. We isolate muscles with specific machines and track our progress with apps and smartwatches. So, who is stronger? It's a complicated question because we're measuring completely different things. An ancient warrior might not be able to bench press 400 pounds, but could a modern powerlifter carry a 400-pound stone a full circle around a sheep pen? A Roman soldier's endurance was proven on rugged terrain with heavy gear, while a modern marathon runner's endurance is measured on a flat, paved course. You could argue that modern athletes, with the help of sports science and nutrition, have pushed the limits of human potential in very specific areas. We have people deadlifting over 1,000 pounds and running marathons in under 2 hours feats that would have been unimaginable to our ancestors. But at the same time, have we lost some of that rugged, all-around functional strength? Have we traded real-world capability for gym-based performance? Perhaps we aren't stronger or weaker, just different. Our definition of fitness has simply evolved to match the demands of our world. But these ancient tests of strength haven't completely disappeared. They live on, echoing through time in some of our most incredible modern competitions. Look at the Highland Games in Scotland, where athletes compete in events like the cobber toss and stone put. These aren't just quirky traditions. They are direct descendants of the strength tests used by Scottish clans to find their best warriors. The stone lifting is almost identical to the rites of passage we saw in medieval Iceland. And what about military fitness? The spirit of the Roman march is alive and well in modern military ruck marches, where soldiers today still carry heavy packs over long distances as a fundamental test of their physical and mental endurance. Even the world of professional strongman competitions is a modern tribute to these ancient feats. When you see a competitor lift Atlas stones, flip a giant tire, or pull a truck, you're watching a modern-day Hercules perform tasks that value raw, functional power over isolated muscle strength. These events connect us directly to our past, reminding us of a time when strength was measured by what you could lift, carry, and endure in the real world. They prove that there's still a deep, primal appreciation for this kind of holistic, raw power, even in our high-tech age. So, what lessons can we take from all this for the future? We've seen how fitness has shifted. For our ancestors, it was driven purely by survival. For us, in the modern era, it's a blend of performance, health, and, increasingly, aesthetics. We work out to look good, feel good, and perform well in our chosen sports or activities. But what comes next? As technology continues to accelerate, the future of fitness could look even more different. Imagine personalized fitness tests driven by artificial intelligence, analyzing your genetics and lifestyle to create the perfect measure of your health. Think about virtual reality endurance simulations that could put you on a Roman march or have you climb Mount Everest from your living room, testing your mental and physical fortitude in ways we can't even imagine yet. The core principles, however, might just circle back to the ancient ways. The growing popularity of functional fitness, obstacle course racing, and strongman training shows that we're starting to crave that feeling of real-world capability again. Maybe the future of fitness isn't just about more data and more technology, but about using that technology to reconnect with the kind of holistic, useful strength that our ancestors understood so well. A future where we're not just strong in the gym, but strong for life. So, from the grueling marches of Roman soldiers to the legendary stone lifts of medieval strongmen, it's clear that the way we judge fitness has been on an incredible journey. It began as a raw measure of survival, a test of your ability to contribute and endure. Today, it's a complex mix of science, aesthetics, and personal goals. The tools have changed from heavy stones to smartwatches, but the fundamental human drive to be strong and capable remains the same. But I have to ask you, who do you think was truly fitter? The ancient warrior, whose life depended on their physical prowess every single day, or the modern athlete who has reached specialized peaks of human performance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like and subscribe for more.